Hey everybody, Danny here with Danny Murphy and Associates at First Team Real Estate. We're here doing our monthly market update for the month of July. That's why I've got my shorts on. It's a little summer attire, so we are summer full effect here in Southern California. We've had very little May gray and June gloom, and July's been great. And so hopefully everyone's summer's off to a great start. Had a good 4th of July, celebrating 250th of our anniversary of this wonderful, great country. So we're here talking real estate here in Southern California. Specifically in Orange County. So currently there's about 4,700, about 4,800 homes actively on the market in Orange County. That's effectively flat to this time last year. So a lot of pundits thought that we would see about a 10% increase in active inventory in 2026 versus 2025. That has not happened. It is flat. So closed properties in the last 60 days, we've had about 3,800 closed properties. Again, that's compared to 4,800 homes on the market. So you can see that we are selling, we're churning through our inventory. But that said, in the last 180 days, we've had nearly 3,400 properties expire. So there's about 4,800 homes active on the market, but 3,400 homes have expired. So that means they've been undermarketed, overpriced, not properly represented. So it's not just about putting a for sale sign in the front and the house will sell. You have to have a strategy, you have to have the right pricing and marketing plan, or else a lot of these won't sell. And so I look at that and say there's about 3,400 homeowners that had enough motivation to sell that they signed a listing agreement, put their house on the market, allowed it to be shown, that are not able to take the next step in their life that they want to take as it pertains to real estate. And as we know, a lot of times that has a big impact on everything else that we do. Where do we move? If we're buying another home, a second home, if we're freeing up cash to help our family buy a house, or our kids buy a home, or pay for college, or whatever it is, right? That's almost 3,400 households in Orange County that haven't been able to do what they initially set out to do. Median home price here in Orange County is $1.55 million. So we continue to see that increase. It's up about 75% in the last 6 years. So obviously owning real estate in Southern California and Orange County has been a great place to park the money and a great place to invest your time and money here, and a great place to live as well. Average days on market, we are currently in that 80 to 85 days on market. So things are taking time. If you have a condo, condos right now are taking about 105 days. You might ask, well, why would a lower cost condo take longer than a single family, more expensive home? And the answer to that is that condos have been a tougher sell the last couple of years. We're seeing HOAs go up quite a bit. We're seeing lenders getting stricter with condos. They want to see that they have the right reserves and the right financials, that there's no litigation. There's been a lot of laws passed around inspections required, like doing balcony inspections. And so there's a lot of things happening around HOAs and condos that have made them a little bit harder to sell. They're taking more time on the market. So they're not quite as hot of a commodity as they used to be. So that's that. On the rate side, we are in that sort of 6.5 to 6 3/4 range. We've been kind of stuck there for the last couple months. That's compared to February, before things started overseas with Iran. We were in the low 6s, high 5s. So rates have definitely increased because we've seen some inflationary pressures. Gas prices impact everything in terms of inflation. So as inflation increases, so does the 10-year Treasury note, which is what impacts the 30-year mortgage rates. So we've seen mortgage rates go from those low 6s, around 6%, to 6.5 to 6.675. So what that's also done is that's impacted buyers' purchasing power, where they've lost between 6 and 8% of their purchasing power because of that increase in rate. So always a lot going on in our real estate market here locally. We're here to advise you, to help give you information on whether you're a buyer or a seller or investor, what our take is on the market, different areas, best time to buy, best time to sell. We're here to advise you on all those different real estate fronts. So reach out to us anytime for all of your real estate needs. Thanks.